And hello, everybody. Welcome. It's round one. We got the women's tournament here, which is a delight. We got Heather Twombly and we've got Madison Riva on lanes 21 and 22. We'll have the future matchups in just a second. But welcome to the Pro Series here at Webster Timber Lanes in Abington, Massachusetts. Riva starts off on lane 22 and has 5 to start. My name is Greg Gouillart. This is Candlepin Bowling Network, and alongside me is Kevin Burns.
Well, hello, Greg. Well, this is a surprise for the both of us.
Very nice surprise. We mentioned the men's and the women's tournament concurrent. Haven't had a chance to check the bracket. I will be straight up honest with you. But we got 8 gals here.
Heather with the...
I think it's just a straight 8-seed elimination bracket, quite simply.
Heather with the 5 and 10. Couple pieces of wood. Oh, not a problem from Maddie for making that for a 10.
Madison Riva, a record-setting, both personally and Maine state record, with Nick Leach at the 1-7-10 in Augusta, Maine. Right now, taking a look here at the standings. Pull that up in a second for you folks. Madison cuts in there. He gets just 5 out on the first one. Twombly's got the 4-7. Good hit. Bundle of 5 not there. 1 string, and that's it.
Winner moves on. Loser goes home. Heather with a spear.
More stays to watch, perhaps.
Yeah, that's true.
Riva will take 10. Good start for Twombly. Saw her at the ICBA finals at one point. Same tournament that Riva won. Madison is number 1 in the Pro Series standings. Amanda Carroll, number 2, and Melissa Ritchie, who's still in this field as well, number 3. McKinley's in the bracket. She's 4th. Yeah, no Amanda today, it looks like.
Amanda didn't come down. That's almost a 4-hour drive from where she lives.
9 drop for Riva. Just 3 on the fill for Heather. Got 23. At a spare.
Do not count Maddie out, whatever you do.
Never want to do that.
Maddie is too good of a bowler.
By the way, let us know if the audio is... Ooh, I think my audio is way too high for a start. That might be better, hopefully. As long as I'm not scorching your eardrums or something like that, like it was the last time, that should be okay. Twombly takes 9.
You're talking about me or the viewers?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm going into the red, aren't I? Riva just 2 on this one, and we got a tie ball game. For those of you new to Candlepin, 3 balls per frame, and any pins dropped on the plate stay on the plate as live wood. 7 down, 3 to go. And the Twombly wearing one of the Academy Lanes, I think youth program shirts, in fact. One of those sweatshirts.
Austin Barnes is keeping score for Maddie and Heather.
Most recent Easter Classic champion.
Most recently threw over a 200 string at leader in that tournament.
Right.
Which gave him that one.
Well, we'll be throwing a bunch of 20-string series this coming Easter Sunday, April 20th. Looking forward to that. Also,
you might have me in the booth with you for that whole entire day.
That'd be nice. Saturday, April 5th, excuse me, that's a date. We'll be doing the Pro Series playoffs at Exeter Lanes in Exeter, New Hampshire.
Again, I'll be in the booth with you for that.
Yes, please, and thank you. 4 boxes down, 1-pin game in Twombly's favor. Riva on lane 22. The powerful lefty deals into the head pin.
You know, if you were to do a comparison between her and her mother and her father.
The Kellys.
Yes, it's very, very hard to say who she takes up after.
Why choose?
Well, for one, Bob did throw a fastball, but Marianne threw a much softer, more deliberate ball.
And when you combine the two, you get this, 50 at the half.
Yep.
Twombly needs pins here. It could matter. 9's fine. We got a tie as we switch it up.
If there's a tie, what is that, one string roll off, I believe?
One string roll up. I'm just going to do this, honestly. Whoop.
And you and your sound effects.
Well, already the production qualities have gotten a bit on the janky side, so we might as well just lean into the skid. Box 6. Twombly says the 3-pin, it's the 6-pack, we call that.
Check her ID.
Riva thin on the head pin, and the 3-pin got bumped off the wall, so got this annoying zigzag. The tail, I think some call it, or Florence Greenleaf in her book called it that.
Oh,
nice, that's a
spin.
conversion. I know what I did wrong. No, that's fine.
What the heck was that?
Our viewers did not hear that noise.
Okay. Parallel time for Maddie. Just missed a piece of wood that's more of a guide.
And there's the 10, and we take another look at Heather's spare. Got that cluster of 6.
Nice approach. Right in the 1-3 pocket. Or the 1-2 pocket.
I just noticed Heather Twombly tucks her balance again. See that? It's across her chest.
She does.
7 pins there on the fill. That's her lead.
Nika wants to know if we're covering the females, the ladies until they're done.
Might as well. They're on lane 21 and 22. We'll take it.
Yep. We'll take whatever we can get. We're not moving. We can't move.
Twombly with a near impossible split she fanned on the second ball. Riva's try. On the 3-pin, but the wood deflects around the 9.
Still a tight ball game.
Good sticks on the third ball. Twombly gets 9. And Riva the same 9. So the difference. One good 7 fill by Heather is the difference in this string. One string, that's all. I say round of 24, that's on the men's side. I beg your pardon. That's what I was expecting to cover, but to our delightful surprise, we get this instead. Twombly and their 9 drop.
I take this any day of the week. We always cover them in.
Of course. I was 1, 3, and 6.
Heather does have a guide to the
Yeah, quarterfinals. That's the word for it. Fair.
okay.
Again. And Twombly may pull further ahead. Riva denied on the 6-pin.
To knock out Riva will be huge for Heather. But it's like I said, don't count her out. Even though she's at 79, 2 bounces to go. Anything can happen.
And the spare does have to be filled, but if it is, oh my. Twombly, her spare fill, gets off target. It's 4. The lead is 11. Riva likely needs 2 marks. Presuming good pinning. It's a good one. Does she strike? She does.
She needed that. She needed that. That's a good strike.
89 plus 2. The chance arises. Twombly gets 6. No 7-pin. But avoids giving anything away.
Which is the sad part because she buried that right where she had to. Everything went over, so.
All right, so 1 pin given away. The lead is now 10 minus a strike. If Riva dumps another 10 on it, if they both match marks, it will be exactly tied coming down to the last ball. We have a moment to ponder that with the deadwood. Riva will gingerly get that deadwood out. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Send it. Send the sweep. Just hit the button. We'll move on there.
No, just so. Well, technically, I don't recommend doing that because what if the ball shoots race up and break the light?
That's why you do it carefully.
Yes.
Zolko versus Britton, McKinley versus Brown, and Lewis versus Ritchie. The other matches. Heather to fill. Just 3. Riva's chance. Her fill. Head pin crushed.
Double?
Not a double, but a big chance here, and you have to think Twombly needs this one now.
She does need
Her try. Buries it. Not
No.
the 4-7.
Not enough.
If Riva spares, she likely wins. No problem with the wood. There's the spare 109. And with that, that is the victory for Madison Riva, 107 to 109 and a ball. What a great show that was right off the bat, and that's just the first round.
Let's see what Maddie fills us with.
Just for show, why not? Have 8 more, 117.
How about 9 more?
We'll tack that on too. Give her due, 118 to 107. And now we can pan over to some other matches in progress as well. Set this and then tab on over here. Take that away. Paul's covering 17 and 18. You can watch that. 19 and 20 is embroiled in a 2-pin showdown right now. And I think you will find that since they've swapped lanes, I'm fairly sure that is McKinley on the right side.
Yeah, it is.
With 80, well, McKinley will take an 8 box there. So she's at 91 through 9. Yes, they have flipped around as we see it on the scoreboards here. And I have a terrible framing. Wow. Gregory, maybe get the pins in view. That would be smart. 94 for Brown. So Alana Brown leads by 3 pins. She's on lane 19. Glennis McKinley on lane 20 is behind by 3 pins.
Don't count Glennis out.
4th place in the Pro Series standings at present. The longtime pro gets into the 2-pin. And the new generation, Alana Brown, finds her 3-pin, 4-pin tips, 127. Brown by 3. McKinley needs it and misses the horseman, and I think that will do that. Brown should secure this with 1 more pin in the next 2 balls. And yes, that should do it.
Wow, Lori just beat Melissa 114 to 113. So Melissa's out. And
there it is. So Alana Brown a winner. Lori Lewis a winner. Madison Rifa a winner.
And
Caitlin Zolko defeating Sharon Britton. Caitlin Zolko threw a 125 in that victory, by the way, which I think she quipped was the best she's thrown all day. So getting stronger as she goes. And now it is the semifinals, if the text caption would please be right. That's better. That's what's coming on up. We'll confirm matchups in just a moment. We'll reset the camera, and we'll get set for that in just a moment. Great to have you all along, folks. Always a whirlwind trying to cover this, and we're grateful to have you every step of the way. We will take an audio timeout while we work out the brackets. It shouldn't be long, I figure. It's just 4 people to manage. Yes, please. Thank you.
What's it, Paul?
He'll cover 19 and 20. Yeah,
okay.
Paul will cover the match on 19 and 20, and I'll cover 21 and 22. And that will be that. We'll see.
Are we still live?
We are at the moment, but I don't mind sharing that conversation with the folks. Now we'll take an audio timeout.
Okay.
And we'll be right back. And welcome back. Lori Lewis versus Alana Brown on this pair of lanes, 21 and 22, here at Webster Timber Lanes in Abington, Massachusetts. Our semifinal round. Galen Zolko versus Madison Riva, coverage with Paul Grant, also on Candlepin Bowling Network. If you please.
Maddie started off with a bomb.
First box about to get underway. All matches, even the finals, are 1 string. Top 8 out of 15 advance in the women's competition. Top 24 men advance in that competition, with the top 8 getting a first round bye. Brown's first ball. Gets off target, gets out 3. Lori Lewis, one of the Pro Series organizers. Right down the middle, spread eagle.
That's actually a pretty good pick there, Nico.
7 pin cluster, 5 tipping, 10 goes as well. Alana Brown with a spare to start. Lewis gets 1/2 of the eagle, well pinned.
Nico is picking Lori and Maddie to be in the finals.
It's valid.
It is very valid. They're already not.
But it's also a slight against the youth. We'll just see here. I mean, Madison Riva is still young. You can't forget that. I think they all are, really. Nice 7-pin pickup for Brown.
Nico wanted you to know that the scoreboards are backwards.
Oh, I did get. They weren't backwards before. Anyway. That's better.
Alana leads a half Worcester standing. Lori with the 5-7. Couple pieces of wood.
Double wood. Double pins, I should say. It's double wood at 10-pin land. Did you get it? No, nothing off the wall.
Well, there's no wood in 10-pin.
Exactly.
Maddie with.
So that's where the term makes sense.
Yeah. Lana just leaves a 8-pin. Got it.
And a 10 box for 28 through 2. Lori Lewis on 10. 18 through 2.
So 10-pin lead in favor of Alana Brown.
Alana Brown currently 5th place in the Pro Series standings. Had a very strong showing at the Olindy's Quincy tournament.
Alana in the pocket leads a diamond. Hey, a diamond is a girl's best friend.
And made a deep run in the lead of Lane's knockout.
Lori takes out the right triangle.
The diamond. Not quite just the 2 out. Lewis 7-pin cluster. Saw Brown make that a moment ago. Not this time. We'll have to remember to switch the scoreboards back after 5, hey, Nico? 9 box for Brown. And a 10. 1 pin picked.
So I just got clarification that from Nate Lees, one of the tournament organizers. Once the ladies are done, they're going to move the men back down this way.
Exactly right. Should have made that programming note.
Yep.
So we're going to get to see it all, and thank you very much to the Pro Series organizers for making that happen. We plopped ourselves down on the pair of lanes first and prayed, and they answered our prayers again. Good bunch of guys.
Lori with the diamond.
Alana Brown, 4 horsemen, and an 8-pin.
Clary.
So called.
Oh.
In there, but nothing on the back row. Diamonds are tricky, about 1 and 4. Off the wall, nothing coming back for the 4-8.
I'm surprised the 4-pin didn't get tapped with the way the wood hit the sidewalk.
So Alana's 1 spare prevailing right now. She gets an 8 box. Lewis can pick up 2 here, gets 1, and gains again. 8 pins now.
8-pin lead in favor of Alana Brown.
So the pinning exactly evens out. 1 string winner takes on either Madison Riva or Caitlin Zoltko, who are in a 2-pin match, but for the fact. I think that's Zoltko filling the strike. I think she's ahead right now.
Yeah, she just filled it with a 9.
Zoltko winning in that match at the half. 2 over there if you don't want to see the rest for yourself. If you do want to see the rest for yourself. Pins are still crumbling on Lewis's side, and both of these gals have a leave.
I don't like Alana's wood.
Yeah.
Low, you had to play cap on that, I think.
High or low? Goes high, spins it in. What a shot. Well played. Single pin gets away, and Brown now has a 2-mark advantage.
She needed that. That's going to bump up the lead.
All righty, so we score that an all-pinning 47, and we are switching these around. In the
12 plus.
Without the sound effects this time. You're welcome, Kevin.
I was looking forward to it.
Oh, you like it? They're announcing the men's tournament right now. You may overhear that. Lewis's box 6. Just the 4-pin. Don't tell Paul. Alana Brown. Head pin out. 10 pin, and the 5 pin will go. And there we go, another 8 fill. The leave is interesting with the wood, I think, Kevin.
You can play this double wood. I don't know how to do this, but
Flat on it, that won't go
way
there.
too flat. Way too flat. She would have to play cap.
And likely it was not her intention anyway.
No.
3 pins out. Lewis gets the out for 9. 9 apiece. So, Lana Brown with 4 to go. Maybe you could push in this camera just a little bit. Only just. Whoa. Come back. Oh, for heaven's sake. A dramatic moment. And the camera person is on a field trip. You know what? We're gonna leave it there.
Fire the cameraman.
Disaster. Lori Lewis 6 and a split.
Ooh.
Alana Brown 6, 7, and 10.
Yeah,
well,
no help.
At least each other's opponent got a split as well. Look at that shot.
Wait, dive
and
off.
Wood goes off the back. Brown, just a 6 pin.
From what I'm seeing here, it looks like Caitlin just made a real nice shot.
Both of them wearing mixed world shirts. Alana Brown, Shooter's Pub, and Lori Lewis. I think that's Team Bud Light 3.0, I think it is.
Yeah.
Both Bud Light 3.0 and Price's Wood Floors, names associated with championship teams.
Caitlin has a 3-pin lead over Madison River, both working on spirits.
So a dramatic moment there. Caitlin got a great fill on that one. That might see her through. We'll see. Riva could drop 10, of course. Meanwhile, 5 pins here. 2 pins out for Brown. So maybe something makeable for Lori, but she's got to dig into the 1-3 and try. Doesn't make it there. Made the 3-6-7. Goodness. That was a shot she wanted a moment ago.
Well, Caitlin has been on fire lately.
Can Brown blow this cluster up too? Close. 8-pin stands.
Well, Caitlin's been on fire as of late. She already clinched playoff berth for the ASCT.
Thought that Wood was going to do something there. Brown picks a stick. 16 pins the advantage. That is officially confirmed. We can see the scoreboard here. 2 marks the margin here. Lewis pinning well to her credit. But time running out. Lewis, big hit here. 8. Staying up again. Brown.
What an answer.
Almost drives through the 5. Where's that Wood's going to sit? We'll check that.
That wood is not that bad. It is a guide, so you could probably bounce the ball right into the 10 pin.
Lewis has a roadblock. Deflects it off it and spares.
Yeah, just deflect the ball right into the 10 pin. That's all Alana has to do.
9 and 10. Brown hits the Wood. Gets
Gone.
it to go. The Wood rolls in. Spare for Alana Brown. We'll look again real quick before we, and I will not miss this live, I promise you.
Yeah, right in the cap, and it just went.
Box 10, both filling. Lewis, skinny on the head pin. 2 pin, 4 pin. That's all dropping on a spare. Brown, 6 as well. Lewis's fill upgrades to 7.
Is it up to
But
9?
15 pins.
About that.
And that likely is it, I'm afraid to say. I think that is Brown's victory.
Go ahead, Paul.
And a spare for Brown, all the same. 116 in a ball. Sorry, trying to bring Paul Granson to this. We'll get him in just a moment.
It'll be an 8 box for Lori Lewis with a 99.
What a showing there.
And Greg, just to let you know that Madison River got upset by Caitlin Zokol, 128 to 1 113 to 114, 128, 114. Caitlin Zolko, Alana Brown in the finals next.
128. She's getting stronger.
I mean, I've been covering the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour all season. She's been a beast, and she's been beating all the playoff teams as well, and she's been doing great. And Bill Olsen, the Gentle Giant, threw a 162 to stop a hot streak, winning 8 points to 6 her last match. She had gone, something like 104 and like 20 her last several matches, something like that.
The fill is 9 for Brown, 125 to 99. And Alana Brown will face Caitlin Zolko in the finals. Completely foiling Nico's prediction, might I add.
Yeah.
It's like March Madness, always upsets.
Yeah, you just can't get it right. That $1 billion is safe in the bank.
Melissa Ritchie lost 114, 113 with the number one seed at 649, lost 114 to 113 in the opening round to Lori Lewis.
Yeah. I'll keep lead on this one if I may, and then we will get set here. Alana Brown versus Caitlin Zolko. We're just milling about right now, but we'll be set for this. Remember, folks, the final is one string only. Great to have you along here. The women's final with the men's tournament to follow. Great to see you all for this on Candlepin Bowling Network. We'll take an audio timeout here. We will be right back with that in just a moment. Hello, welcome back to the women's finals here at the Pro Series. Alana Brown versus Caitlin Zolko in a one-string showdown to decide the winner of the final Pro Series regular season event of the year. This is Greg Gouillart alongside Kevin Burns, and on the call, Paul Grant.
Thank you, Greg. Hello, Kevin. How you doing?
Doing pretty good, Paul. How are you?
Good. Zero time. Caitlin Zolko, 128 and semifinals to 142 with Madison River as the triangle 3-5-6 to start this one-string championship match. If they tie, another string till somebody wins. Zolko was a little light, couldn't get to the 6.
Surprised that wood didn't cover.
Alana Brown, 5 up, 5 down, leaves up the 1 on the 8. She had a 125 in the semifinal against Miss Hawaii, Lori Lewis. Zolko, a 10 to start the championship match. Alana a 9, Caitlin a 1-pin lead early on.
Take a brief look at how that didn't go there. So the wood wasn't really covering that and then was just too thin on the object. Simple as that.
Yeah, she played mostly on the cap there.
Red hot Caitlin Zolko of the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, 1-2-7-10. Alana Brown hooking left. 5 again. Instant replay.
High low jack, 1-7-10.
1-7-10, Augusta Main special, I call it. Tickled the 1. 7-10. Alana Brown, good second ball, almost. He's up the 8. Alana can tie it potentially with a 10. Caitlin Zolko gets a 9, 19 through 2. Brown a 10 to tie.
Caitlin Zolko currently 6th place in the Pro Series standings.
Alana ties it 19-19. Greg.
Scoreboard is breaking on me. That's all good. Alana Brown currently in 5th place, 5 and 6.
Couple of upsets already.
Yep. Madison Riva upset in a previous round, as was Melissa Ritchie and Glennis McKinley. Amanda Carroll not in attendance for this event.
And a lot of people think they can't compete with these people. Anybody can bowl any given day. That's why you want to bowl. The more you bowl in these tournaments, the better you get.
2 cases in point.
Zolko a chance, 4-7 out of Lakeside Lanes, Manchester, New Hampshire. Works there also. Sells life insurance for a living also. For a spare, yes. 29 the ball through 3 in this championship match, one-string final. Brown grabs everything but number 1. Zolko has the lead in the extra ball.
3 clears in a row for Alana Brown.
Alana 9, 28 through 3. A great place to bowl, a great place to hang out. Lucy's Pizza Bar at Webster Lanes, Abington, Mass. Home of the delicious, delectable, must-have chocolate chip cookie pizza.
Thanks for reminding me. I got to get one.
And Greg, like Casey McCool, stomach growling for that chocolate chip cookie pizza. Zolko, beautiful ball, diamond left. Here comes the wood for more. Takes 2 more. 2 in the 8, half Worcester.
Double
8
pins
fill.
again.
37 28 up 9 right now. Brown thin hit, 1-3, 7-8, 10. Big mess here. Try to split the uprights. And
Oh, I flipped it around. Silly.
And they're yelling at you, too, in the comments.
Gregory.
hey, you know what? You get all the bloopers here live. We all make mistakes. We don't edit it out to make it look glossy and shiny. You see it all here.
And there we go.
And we are human, not robots. Caitlin Zolkal with a 10.
Applejack. Gregory.
Alana Brown with a 7. That does not compute. 35 through 4.
The score difference equals
I need more
12.
sleep. 47-35. That's right, Greg. You're right. You won. You go to the head of the class. Caitlin Zolkal, 47. Alana Brown, 35. The finals on Canton Bowling Network. Zolkal, 5-7-10. Brutal. That's a youch. Yikes and ouch combined. Y-O-U-C-H. Webster, please. Put the dictionary. Youch. Just saying. Brown, nice ball. Breaks up the right side. Finally, the 6 goes down. 2-4-7 opportunity. Zolkal trying to pull off a miracle. Still there.
Chance for Brown now.
Brown needs us just to get back into it.
Plenty of time left. She missed the object of 2, not by much. Mother and Nancy always watching, always supporting her. Caitlin takes an 8.55 solid half for the 104-plus league bowler. What a year she's having. Her sister also a pretty good bowler at Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire, Tim Lipke's Hall of Fame house. And Alana gains 2 back with a 10. 45 halfway through the switch sides. Let's pause 6.9 seconds for station ID from the soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart.
Nice. Hi, this is Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube. Please like and follow on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. Hey, hit that thumbs up button if you don't mind, if you're logged in. Thank you very much. Switchy.
Brown, beautiful ball for a strike 9, a wiggle in the 6. Caitlin goes 2-8. As Bob likes to say, Route 28. Well, you see, Paul.
Yes, the Massachusetts highway system. Yes.
Yep, there you go.
Lana Brown for a spare. Right on. Got it barely. She'll take it. Zolkal in trouble here. 6 standing with a ball to go. Brown's up to 55 and a ball through 6 on the board. Good pinning. Held that 7. Pretty good pinning overall. Both come from a big 128 and 125 string respectively in the semifinals to get here. Zolkal, nice. Oh, a big, that's a wow 10. That's Nico highlight reel. That's a big 10 here in the finals. That can make a difference. We'll see. 65-55. Brown strike on the spare, ties it up.
She played that on the outside of the head pin and just went, what a shot.
10s don't get enough love.
No, they don't.
It's wrong.
Well, I try to give them all the love I can.
But alas, we can only give it 10.
Yep.
Brown in the bonus. 2.
Ugh.
Hate that shot. 8 pin lead for Zolkal. 65-57. 4 boxes to go in the championship match. Caitlin finds the pocket. Check mark right. 5 middle. 2-4-7 left of the queen. The 5.
Zolkal deals from left to right. That's why that shot on the outside worked so well the last frame and why it's left a 5 pin and everything here.
Alana skips left. 1 and the 6. 1 mark behind so far. Zolkal for a spare. Right in the middle. Tough break. Too accurate. The setback leave.
I just cringed visibly at that.
Just threw that straight back.
I'm trying to get 2 sticks here. Gets an 8. 65-7. Zolkal stays even. 8.
Be a whole different match if Caitlin didn't get that out just last frame.
Is it 73 for Caitlin? I think they show a 7 on the scoreboard. Should be an 8, right?
Hold on.
On the scoreboard there, they're saying. Isn't it 8 there?
Yeah, it was 8. Yeah, it was 8.
Bowler's responsibility to
Scoreboard
check.
gave her a 7. It should be 73 in the official scoreboard. It says 72, so it's 73-65. Caitlin up 8. Brown, nice ball. 8, an opportunity here. 5 in the 9. Zolkal off to the left. She gets another half whistle. A lot of these today.
That change has been made now. 8 bucks in the 7th.
73-65. Alana Brown down 8. Has a golden chance here. Wait for that wood to stop by rule in this championship match. Great owner here in John Pumphrey, president of the Mass Bowling Association, bringing that back the last couple of years. Brown needs a spare. Missed it.
No,
Got that. Yeah.
No, she was trying to play the cap.
You saw the release.
Yeah, I saw the release.
Right around it. Zolko, good second ball. Leaves up the queen, the 5.
But see, that's in the 1-3 pocket for Zolko, which in theory should be her weaker side pocket, and I'm afraid the 5 corroborates that.
Alana in 9. 74 through 8. Zolko gains a pin, 10. 2 blocks to go. Zolko 83, Brown 74, 2 blocks to go. If there's a tie, a 1-string roll-off again.
And again, Zolko protecting her pins. That's the key here. And that's why she has a 9-pin advantage. 83-74.
Round 6.
What, the all lot? Yeah.
4 horsemen left side.
Brown might need 2 marks to win it. Won't get it here.
Oh dear.
Zolko can put it closer to the title. She gets this one, and she got it! Huge spare in the 9th. 93 to ball.
Could that be the one?
For first Pro Series title. Brown a 7, 81 through 9. Not the string she wanted. Spare 2 in the 6. Caitlin Zolko blocks away from winning it potentially. 93-81 up 12. Brown more than likely needs a double.
I'll try to figure out how we want to do the winner's interview in just a sec here, but I may give my headset or something, or I find a way to do the microphone. The men's tournament will, of course, be starting right after this. They're all waiting their turn patiently.
We'll do it back here then.
That, of course, we won't take it up on the lanes.
That should do it here, we think. Hold on. Zolko put it away here. Off the wall, 6. Inching closer, 99 through 9. Over average again.
3 more pins for Zolko, and it's mathematical. Or a missed spare here.
Brown needs it. Stay alive. No.
It's over.
Caitlin Zolko has won the Ladies Pro Series singles knockout.
Caitlin's been on fire all year. So.
And 125 and 128 in the previous rounds. She just kept going stronger as the day went on through the 10th strings. And there she is, our victor, Caitlin Zolko.
Final score, 108-90. Caitlin Zolko, the winner. We'll talk to her in just a moment. Back here if we can. She wins $200. Alana Brown wins $115 to the runner-up. And watch out for Alana Brown, a force to be reckoned with. Let's talk to Caitlin Zolko in just a moment. Caitlin.
For the bet on 17 and 18, Aaron Fontaine versus Josh Daly. 19 and 20, Sean Sears versus Joey Webster.
Caitlin Zolko, congratulations.
Thank you.
Pro Series title, how's it feel?
It still feels unreal.
You came close in the doubles last time, in the playoffs last time. Really competed. Boy, what's been the difference the last year or two for you?
Just doing stuff like this, challenging myself a little bit more. Scary, going up against bowlers here.
You beat Madison River in the semifinals, the 128. You threw a 125 earlier in the playoffs. Now, you could say a paltry one away, but over your average once again. Even killing the Atlanta Candlepin singles towards the 1 seed in D North. Boy, what a great story for you.
It's been a good season, so I'm hoping to keep it up, and hopefully we'll see you in the Pro Series playoffs.
All right, a 3-letter word.
Wow.
Wow, Caitlin Zolko, back to Greg Gouillart to wrap it up. Congratulations. $200 and a Pro Series title for Caitlin Zolko. Greg.
Got my headset the right way around eventually. We'll be right back. The men's playoffs final rounds are coming up next here on Candlepin Bowling Network. We'll be right back.
Let's go.
Welcome. The men's quarterfinals. Tim Douglas versus Nick Zappalato in the round of 8. And that's the start we're greeted with, a 9-pin drop.
We covered these two guys earlier, Greg, and let's see what they have.
Nick Zuffalato, champion of the skins format at Boutwell's Bowling Center, Concord, New Hampshire. Tim Douglas, defending bowler of the year, starts with a spare. And he's got the animations going as well on the copy score. That's a delight. Spare to match for Freshie, and we're off to a rip-roaring start. I'm Greg Gouillart alongside Kevin Burns. Paul Grant is back to splitting the party so that we can cover as many matches as we can. He's got the 19 and 20 coverage of Joey Lister versus Sean Sears as soon as they're set to begin. Spare to start on this featured match.
Judging from what I'm seeing, it looks like Danny Harris got eliminated while we were covering the
Well, let's see who's in. Aaron Fontaine versus Josh Daly and Matt Nichols versus Jeff Surratt. Strike!
strike on spear.
A dandy by Tim Douglas.
Yeah, Freshie and Tim Douglas.
And guess what? We've got a match. The so what strike, as some point out. We saw a lot of Tim Douglas strikes last night. Let's just show you this one going down. 6 into the 9.
And off to the right of us, we have Matt Nichols and Jeff Surratt.
With Bob Whitcomb as scorekeeper. Nice.
Always nice. Oh, Tim had a helicopter take out 2 more. At least the 1, the 3, the 7, and the 9.
Zuffalato right down the middle. And he's got 5 to start on his strike. 1 string, that's it for each of the rounds, even the finals. Caitlin Zolko, the winner over Alana Brown.
Oh, what a shot. 3 marks in a row.
108 over 90. Fantastic spare strike, spare combo.
Okay, that just gave, that's a 6 on Freshie Spear.
On the strike after 2 balls, that's right.
Yep.
And the box is going to be 9. Good out there.
So we're at 45 to 50.
Boy, we're getting spoiled right out of the gate on this one.
You know, when Nate told us that the men were coming back over this way, I knew we were going to get the fireworks again.
Well, that's the idea. We got the cream of the crop in each case. I mean, getting to cover the finals of both is fantastic, and we're going to get the chance to do so here on 21 and 22. Webster, Timber Lanes, in Abington, Mass.
You have a reverse check mark and a 6-10 plank.
Tim Douglas gets 4 on this one. He's gotten fewer on the head pin at this very lane, I think, no less. Lane 22 in Abington, where he hit the head pin in the 5, and the head pin stood up. That counts as down, mind you, but it is a 2-fill. I think he was on a fill in that case. I forget. Look at this slice of the check mark. 5-pin, wood rolling in front. No, sir.
He didn't misplay it. He gave it a good run. Nothing to carry the 5.
Zuffalato's got a nightmare. Look at this, a 2-pin's hit. But Wood settles in front.
Well, I have a brief moment, and I'll do it after this box.
Bit of respite, yeah.
10 for
Tim Douglas, all the pins.
64. He's perfect. 55-64, 9-pin lead in favor of Tim Douglas. Well, for the viewers who were not watching the qualifying, I'm going to mention this real quick. We had Larry Wentworth on the air during the qualifying, and he has made Candlepin novelties. You can find him on Candlepin Pride on Facebook, and also you can find him on Candlepin Chat. Some really nice novelties that he's created.
Tim Douglas, the 4-horse on the right side. Candlepin Pride on Facebook to see Larry Wentworth's one of his many great merchandising enterprises. 9 drop for Freshie. He's got the 5-pin. Zuffalato, co-organizer of the Candlepin Pro Series. Seen quite a few of them already. It's Nate Lees and Lori Lewis. And Dave Barber we saw earlier as well. Yes, that's going to go just on the wood. That's going to go. I got a 65 on a ball. Douglas is out. It's just going to stick with that 9. And as we switch sides, we see it's 8 pins minus a ball, virtually a close race. Nick Suffalato also the finalist in the last event, the doubles knockout with Aaron Fontaine. Only Danny Harris and Justin Waters went better. 106-90, we just saw Caitlin Zoltko over Alana Brown. Just 7 pins out on that one.
Nine drop for Tim.
72 at the half. We got a 1-pin match. Tough slice, though. Pressure requires. He's capable, but he's full.
Little too full.
9-pin only for Timmy. Oh, no!
What a roadblock.
Practically a Jersey barrier, as King of the Palace would have put it. That's usually when they had like 3 planks or something like that. 8 bucks for Nick Zuffalato. He's got 80 through 6. Should be a pickable stick there. Now you spin high on the wood. That's 10. Take a look at what went awry here on this.
I think he hit the cap.
He hits the cap.
Yeah.
Then the ball deflects in front. Too bad. 3 pins in Tim Douglas's favor. We saw his brother Scott Douglas earlier on and last night, both the brothers Douglas as well, in our coverage of the Friday Night Pro League.
Yeah, both of them today.
Round of 8 in the Men's Pro Series. 9-pin tips. 4 horsemen left for Zuffalato. Douglas, head pin. Crossed over, it's the 3 and 5. Chance for both. 4 horsemen, it's not like Central Park Lanes. They joke anyway. But full again on the second ball. Timmy's try, got it. 4th mark of the match. In this one-string showdown. Crowd loving what they see here as they pack between the lanes and Lucy's Pizza Bar here in Abington, Massachusetts. 9 is fine for Nick. He's got 89 through 7. Folks, if you do like what you're seeing, please hit that like button by hitting that thumbs up button. It helps us and the bowlers out. I know I'm almost a broken record saying it, I admit that, but it does help us and the bowling community out. Thank you very much for your support just by watching as well, and for everyone who supported our channel along the way.
Can we just make a recording so you don't have to say all the time?
It'll be like the IT crowd. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
8 there. Weird leave, 4 and 5. Tim's got 6, and Tim Douglas has 99. So 10-pin advantage through 7. The knockout bracket is not reseeded, by the way. Ooh. Oh, Sean's okay. I saw him step off the approach, but it's raised, and I hope he didn't take a foul step there. Hope he didn't hurt himself.
We'll see where.
Oh, goodness. That 5-pin falls behind the 4. I've never seen a shot operate that way.
I never seen the 10-pin, the 5-pin do that before.
It slid, and then it wilted behind. I've saved that in the replay buffer. We'll take a look. He takes a 9-box here, 108. No, Gregory. 9-box here.
98. 105.
Yeah, that 6-box is going to hurt. So Freshie gains 3. Now it's down to 7, and now it's a 1-mark match. That's the power of the third ball, just like that.
You want to do that replay?
Oh, yeah. Come on, hurry it up. I won't miss a live if necessary. All right, I'm going to cut really quick.
Yeah,
Yeah, it slid. Sorry to cut so abruptly there. I wanted to make sure you don't miss the live above all. Nickel and dime, the Woolworth.
The Woolworth split.
Nobody knows what a Woolworth is. That term will probably fall out of favor sooner or later. But I was old enough for 5 and 10 stores. I'm 33 years old, if you're curious. And Tim Douglas has the 5 pin. Nice. 60?
I'm not that old.
No.
Jeez.
I wouldn't dare. Douglas spares. 5 marks, and he starts pulling away. Now a 2-mark match. 1 box to go, and that might be it. We'll see here. But a miracle required for Nick Zuffalato. He will need a double strike in all likelihood. Although Tim does have to fill this well. If he gets a half Worcester punch, then actually this isn't quite over yet. But point being, with good count here, Tim should prevail. Nick's got to play this through here. Misses his head pin, so the double strike possibility's out. Let's see. Can Tim put it away? Crushed! 9. Falls behind. It's 124, and that is it. Tim Douglas advances. The decisive blow right there. We'll see if he even marks in the 10th to go well into the 140s at this rate. Waiting for the wood to settle, but not too long at this point. As long as you don't send it into the masking light unit or something like that. Not going to do any damage.
Yeah, for good measure.
Got to do it there. 134 to 115. That is official. Tim Douglas defeats Nick Zuffalato and advances to the semifinals.
Jeff Surratt beats Matt Nichols 143 to 126.
Still Surratt's throwing 140s on these lanes. Goodness gracious. He had that in his first 3. He had nothing south of 140. Yes, you heard that right. 141 was his minimum through the first 3. Let's see if we can... Remember, Paul Grant's covering 19 and 20 as well. I'll give you an ambient shot of this as well, but I'm not going to pill for Paul's call on this, that's for sure, but you can see it here. But I can tell you, mute the audio if you don't care to hear, but
I can't tell the other match.
I can't tell over there. But I believe you'll find Sean Sears is the victor of that match. And then, yeah, I can't see the other one either. We'll see if Paul's got that. We'll take an audio timeout here or get our bearings here. The semifinals are coming up next here on Candlepin Bowling Network. We'll be right back. Hello, hello. Semifinals time here at the Pro Series Webster Timber Lanes in Abington. Sean Sears versus Josh Daly. I'll put it this way around, in fact. Greg Gouillart alongside Kevin Burns. Paul Grant is the call of the other match. 17 and 18 is a showdown between Jeff Surratt and Tim Douglas, concurrently on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube, and this match on YouTube and Facebook. Candlepin Bowling Network YouTube is the most reliable way to find us, but we'd like to restream on Facebook whenever we can. Here's Daly. Got on the 3-pin, not the start he's after, but with power alone gets the 7-pin as well.
You never see that happen.
Sean Wicked Fingers Sears. 5 pins out. Still a celebrity on one of the most viewed rock, paper, scissors duels of all time. Look it up.
And also an alumnus of the old King of the Palace show.
We saw him quite a few times. Third ball's coming up for each. Finals will be right here on 21 and 22 as well. Daly completes the 10.
That's going to be an early 4-pin lead for Josh Daly.
So speculating, so Josh Daly has certainly made a deeper run than Danny Harris, his Worlds and Friday night teammate. So it depends on qualifying 2, but it's quite possible that Daly has repassed Harris for first place. We will look into that as soon as possible.
We probably won't know until they do all the points and all that.
What we do know is that if you get first in qualifying, it's 250 points and 300 points for being first for being the championship winner of the bracket. Full standings at the Candlepin Pro Series on Facebook. This is just a 2-8. Headpin's tapped, but nothing's going to fall into the 10.
If it's not Danny Harris in the finals, it's usually Josh Daly in the finals.
One or the other. Oh, nice shot there. The 137. Sean Sears of Team USA. And the Worlds, Josh Daly of the champion Academy Lanes Worlds team, as you see on his back. As you see on both their backs. I said Team USA before I saw the back, I swear. Sure. That's 10. We take those. Replay. Take another look at this 137. Good to see you all in chat. So, a chance to make up for that 6 box. Nothing a spare can't repair. Josh Lance on this head pin. Saw him last night in the Friday Night Pro League. 4, 6, 7, and 10.
Where's Casey?
4 and 6. So that falls late and adds extra pins to Sears' advantage. On the junction, 7 pin tapped but standing.
Josh can't believe it. He played that right where he had to.
A literal head scratcher. Just a 2 pin. He wanted a piece of that, Sears did.
This piece of wood is so rolling for Josh Daly. And it's going, that's so right in a bad spot.
Yeah, get in the gutter already, would ya? Sheesh.
Oh, my God.
Yep, that's fair in the 10.
Yep.
3 10s in a row.
Perfect.
And Sears collect a 10. So the spare prevailing.
You know, I've seen some really, really funky things with wood, but that was by far the funkiest.
Funky, funky, funky.
Well, Josh knew how to play it, thank God, because if it were me, we're going in the gutter, and I would have been...
Four, 7, 9, 10.
You know, a piece of wood in front of the 9. You have a couple of other pieces of wood as well.
Yeah, interesting puzzle here. Sears gets out 4.
Oh, he went for the 2-pinner.
He wanted to get on the junction of that wood, but only got the left piece. Otherwise, may have had a chance to either maybe hit the cap of that right wood, and then it billiard cues right into the 9 and 10. Look at that one blow up. Sean comes right back on top of it for a second spare. Get over 10, thank you. And another 10.
I think Josh would have gone down there and get that if that stayed up. Because that was hit 3 times.
Well, thankfully, we've got an automated arm to sweep the pins away for us. That's how that 9 and 10 just blows up in tandem among all the others for Sears. Sears bowls out of Canal Lanes in Southampton.
That's a hike from here.
Western Mass. Josh is looking at another nigh impossible one. Sears Phil off target, gets 6.
Phil's 6 and 8, so he's averaging about 7 pins on his fills. Ooh. Wow.
I think the idea was to get the low part of the wood moving, but missed it altogether for Daly. Sears just head pin. 10 pin advantage for him.
Let's see where this goes. Nope. All right, Josh is going to really have to mark here because he's going to be down considerably.
Pinning ends up even there, 10 and 10. Remember, Sears had that 6 box, so that, in that sense, the pinning has mattered a bit. I think the bowlers are going to take a quick breather here and then start into the next 5 boxes. Winner of this match faces Jeff Surratt versus Tim Douglas. Pro Series standings right now, Tim Douglas in 8th place. Currently, he went into this on the right side of the playoff line. Josh Daly in 2nd place coming into today. Sean Sears in 25th, barely on the wrong side of the line coming in today, but now in the semifinals, you have to think that'll make a difference. But he tells you how many pins he got on that first ball. But he leads by 10. I can't wait to see whatever that shot was over there. Daly blows 9 apart. I thought that 8 pin was doomed.
It was, but didn't cooperate.
Got the black spot, I thought. Into the 1-2 goes Sears. 5, 6, and 10.
He wants the pin to roll back towards.
Yes.
Nope. Daly's first mark.
Pivotal one. Laid the foundation. Only 2 pins left standing. Now we'll see if it turns into something in the back half.
And an 8 for Sean Sears. Daly needs to fill this high. He cannot afford a low fill.
If he does strike, he leads.
Yep.
Or drops 9, mind you.
And judging from what I can see, it looks like Tim Douglas just.
We'll see it on the other stream in a second.
Yeah.
1, 2, 7, 9, 10.
And a piece of wood next to the 1.
Daly giving his all into this one.
7.
If it's possible to charge the line even harder than he usually does. A good fill, just a 1-pin deficit. Sears now. He's blown these up before, and he did it again. Another dandy. Another bounce back spare.
And that's not going to help Daly. Daly needed that much just to keep pace.
He's got 75.
It may be a 1-pin lead, but it's a spear fill. Yeah, just hit the head pin on the right side.
Which takes out the 2 and the 7. Then the wood collects the 9 and the 10. Brilliant.
Tim Douglas just threw a double.
Ho hum, just par for the course with him.
Exactly.
He spoils us. He really does. Sears miffed he didn't get to the pocket there. He's got 2. He does have the lead.
Not by much. Daly comes back, drops by 9.
If you saw that table rattle, that was actually him plunking down in his seat. A very understandable reaction. He knew how big a moment that was. And Daly just threw 9 on his first. In there.
Playing on the outside.
Daly in the gutter, no.
Very un-Daly-like.
And we're going down to the final 2 boxes.
Sean with a 9.
1 pin collected.
Daly with a 9. 84-87. 3-pin lead.
Daly also frustrates easily. Daly, one of the strongest guys in the game. But when he falls below average, it drives him crazy.
Oh,
But at his young age, already a captain of his Worlds and Friday night teams. Sean Sears of Team USA. Got on the 2-pin. That both pins are hit. The 10 is wiggling, and Wood is at least in front. Daly, uh-oh.
this isn't bad. This isn't bad.
5, 9, 10.
If you go low on the 5-pin, you can't carry the 10 because that piece of wood is lined up with the.
Rittling, oh no!
How did that not go?
Well, Fitz,
Oh,
look
come
at this.
on.
The 9-pin was hit. Daly hit that 9-pin and can't get the 5, 9, 10.
How did that stay up is beyond me.
These 2 guys are battling for every stick in this low-scoring match, having to navigate through minefields, and Daly picks up 1 more as Sears gets blocked on ball 3.
Oh, my God. I can't believe that pin stayed up. That 9-pin was hit.
I mean, right now they're in the 100 aughts if they just pin out here. That's not the highest-scoring match, but it's wild to watch this one. I don't know how you folks are doing out there. Sears, still with the 2-pin lead, has a triangle 2. Daly, head pin, goodness.
Nico, take a picture of Daly's spare attempt on the 5, 9, 10. I would love to see how that missed.
Josh not getting the angle, and now he can't even really hope to pin out here. I think he needs this mark. Can Sears get it now? Yes! Triangle converts. He leads.
This needs to be a mark.
For Daly, yes.
It's not an impossible shot. It can go. You just got to play the wood right.
His try. On the 5 in the wood. Sending it this way, and that 10-pin.
That
Hit,
did
and the
it.
4-pin was there, too.
That did it.
That is the ball game. Sean Sears, a finalist. Paul, we have 1 finalist. How did your match go?
Tim Douglas was down 18 to Jeff Surratt, and he came back with a double strike 9 and won it 158 to 124. Tim Douglas in the finals.
against Sean Sears. You see here, didn't like his fill, but there it is. A fill is 4, 110 to 103.
The finals are next.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Hello, hello, it is finals time here at the Men's Pro Series, Webster Timber Lanes in Abington, Massachusetts. Look out, Sean, you okay? Sean Sears versus Tim Douglas on lane 19 and 20.
Greg Gouillart, the play-by-play.
You betcha, Tim Douglas. I'm alongside Paul Grant, you just heard, and Kevin Burns here on Candlepin Bowling Network. Douglas got on his 2-pin, tips out the 3. Sears. John's got his head pin as well. 4, 7, and 10. Stop there, Wood, he says. He's got it, I think.
Wood isn't bad on both of them.
On the 1, 6, 8, 10.
A little full.
Sears. Ooh, that one came across and he spares. The 4, 7, 10.
What a shot.
Tim Douglas, 9. We'll look again.
Nice approach. Played right on the cap. Incentive right over.
That replay box is in the way, note to self. I'll fix that. Sears a 1-pin advantage, 1 string to decide the finals. Tim Douglas, last year's Bowler of the Year, drops 9. The fill is 10. Sean Sears at 20 bucks to begin. Tim covers that single. That was easy for him. Easy for many, I think you'll find. And we get one more look at this.
All of them went at once.
There we go.
Tim is down at the half to Jeff Srett in the semifinals, 73-55. They got matching spare 7s. It was 90-72 through 6. More in a moment.
9 drop for Douglas. 28. Keeping pretty good pace. John now thin on this head pin. Still will have that piece of wood to blow up some more on the strike. On the single. Yes.
2 in a row.
Kills the pin and kills the meme about missing the single. I tell you what. Oh, 5-pin goes as well. The fill is 9 on the strike for Sears.
Surprised the 10-pin stayed up on that because that was.
It was dancing in front, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was.
11-pin lead through 2 completed boxes for Sears.
And he'll take a 9.
48-38 minus a fill. Sears up 10. Douglas a strike to tie in that semifinal against Surratt. All he did was get 86 his last 4 boxes, a spare strike, double strike, spare 7. The power of the double strike, 158, 124. And Jeff bowled really well. He had 4 marks in a row and 5 out of 6 to start. Punched a lot the second half.
We looked over it. It was just like, oh, ho hum, just another double for Tim Douglas.
2 spare 9s.
And we got a 1-pin match. Sears gets 5 in a split.
3 into a split.
It's my 3rd time covering Tim in the last 24-plus hours.
Worth it, including that ACS team match. Oh, well, he missed the single.
And that Friday Night Pro League last night, big finishes in the 2nd and 3rd to help them win 4 points.
3-2 split. Not quite on the object. Just gobsmacking the power. 9 box again. Riding 9s in all the frames here for Tim. Sean Sears gets an 8, and guess what? We're tied.
Dead even.
If we tie, 1 string roll until somebody wins. The Pro Series Finals on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Tim Douglas in 8th place, so will not be Bowler of the Year again, but we'll have a great finish here, and you'd assume probable to make the top 8 bye rounds. Full standings on the Candlepin Pro Series Facebook page.
3rd 9 drop in a row. Made 2, missed 1.
I don't like the wood on this one.
John's into the 2-pin this time. 4 horsemen left. Right, excuse me.
Tim's taking a look at this.
There's a couple of pieces of wood. Obviously, we've got a cockeyed view here, but does red line on the front wood take it, you wonder?
I don't think so.
or will it just sweep the backwood away? Is the backwood covering?
I think the backwood is covering. Yeah.
It is. Spare for Douglas, 66 in a ball.
He could have had 4 in a row. And now he'll take the lead as Sears does not connect the number 1. Back to Greg.
Yep. I mean, a 60-something half for Sears. He'll take 10, and the Western Mass bowler gets up to a 66 half.
Tied to the half. They switch sides. Douglas takes the lead in the fill here. He had 4 spares and a double strike in that semifinal against Surratt, who bowled well himself.
Surratt bowled well all day.
Sean beat Joey Lister in the quarterfinals, 132-110. Beat Josh Daly in the semifinals. Now he's here against the Tornado.
Sears on a 66 half, right down the middle. Pretty full hit. 3, 4, 6, 8, 10. Douglas, head pin, 6, missed by the wood. His fill is 8.
8-pin lead, 74-66 at the half. 5 blocks to go.
Can Sean get this? He's had a few good bounce backs.
Wow.
8-pin, rung around and missed.
Thought he had it.
To be clear, a good shot and off the wall. Tim Douglas gets this 2-pinner to go.
Wall ball double.
A 9. I'm perplexed. I'm going to replay the miss. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do Sean dirty here. I'm just trying to figure out how in the world.
The pin just dove off the plate at the last minute.
The pin spun around, and so did he.
Douglas leads 84-75 plus a ball. Back-to-back for the second time, the last 5 boxes.
John now into the pocket. Get over 10. Yes. 2 and 5.
Nice little.
Douglas, big time fill. It's perfect. Strike on spare.
Kid's unbelievable, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
94 through 6, 104 plus 2 through 7. The Tornado touching down here in Abington.
5 marks and 7. And a spare by Sean Sears to keep pace.
What a read by Sean Sears.
High on that wood, wasn't it? I'm slowing the replay buffer.
104-85. Tornado up by 19 on the former rock, scissors national champion. Rock, paper, scissors, Sean
That's
Sears.
it. Here he goes, lane 20. In there. 7-pin only as the 10 sweeps late, and the fill is 9. Douglas, he had 1 double before. Uh-oh, he'll need a second ball this time.
Good news as of now for Sears, trying to fight back for the title.
Tim certainly has the lead, but by how much? That's the question.
I don't think.
Goes red line, it's good. Back to back. Sean Sears. Timmy to come back on this one. Uh-oh, the fill is 5. And now we've got ourselves
eagle.
A ball game.
This is a clip eagle. Nico, I hope you survived last night. I was really worried about you.
5.
Well, that's a big shot there. Big pins.
4 out of 5 for a 9-box, 118. Sears trails, but is it really by much?
14 right now, minus the fill. A strike is huge. 800 for the winner, 425 for the runner-up, but they want that title.
Sean needs the fill or he's in trouble. He got it in there.
You got
and
the
they're
fill.
wilting. 8-pin, not going.
It's a good fill. It's a good fill.
Did his job.
Cuts to 6, 118-112.
Tim.
And Nardone said it in chat. If Tim Douglas doesn't get that out, it's even a 1-pin match at this point. Instead, it's 6. 7-8. On the wood, John was halfway turned around. He didn't like where he placed it.
He's going to need a mark in the 10th.
Basically, 5-7-9 would be a blockbuster to cinch this one. In the penultimate box. No,
Wow.
not on target. Just off to the right. John found a gap somehow. We'll score that 9. 1 box to go. Tim's got 1 more pin, and his lead is 5.
126-121. Douglas up 5 on Sears. Will we have a championship winner here, or we go to overtime for 1 more string? Wouldn't that be something?
1 string if tied, and then 2 boxes at a time, heaven forbid, if we're still tied. Sears is in there. Can he convert triangle number 6? Wood is there. Kevin?
What? Where am I playing this?
Sean's not looking forward to it.
I'm not looking forward to it either, but
Douglas, can he get it now? Nope, off target. 4 horsemen and the 610.
Advantage Sears here.
if I'm serious, I am trying to avoid that word if at all.
What's making the 10th? Red line. Yes!
He had to hit the wood.
Sears spares the triangle, and he'll go 11.
Pumped up. Big shot. The 10th.
Tim's now picking out his favorite ball of the 4. 4 balls, that's standard.
Sean's Team USA was in the semifinals in the Worlds.
For the
Oh,
trust on
It's a
the
game
head
changer.
pin.
Sean's like, wow. It's a break for Sears.
Tim Douglas, if he gets the 10, he leads. Right now, it's tied. Tim needs pins. Tim needs pins right now, but he only got one. 132
Tough time for a banana split.
is now a probable loser. 132 no good. What a thought. Sean must not pluck a quarter Worcester.
Or
throw a gutter ball.
there it is.
But he's
Wins
on the
it.
head pin. Sean Sears, singles knockout champion in the Pro Series.
140 to 132. Wow. We'll talk to Sean in just a minute, Greg.
What an incredible showing. Any man would want a 120. 130 would be extraordinary, but for 140 to be every bit necessary. Incredible finish. I don't think we can get the mic out there. We may just have to do it back here, folks. I'm so sorry. We'll let Sean Sears relish his moment in the sun. 140 to 132. Sound off, chat. Sound off, Winnica. You've got your winner. I don't have. We'll try and get Sean in a moment. He deserves every bit of this adulation right now.
Absolutely.
What a finish.
I'm going to talk to Sean Sears coming down here now to talk to us. Just talking to Nate Lees and Miss Y, Lori Lewis. He'll come up here in just a moment to talk to us. Great tournament, Greg. Caitlin Zolka won it for the ladies. Sean Sears wins it for the men. All congratulations. Give him hugs. Good for him. Great guy. Here comes Sean now.
I didn't write it down. It's the only time I've ever made it past around the 16.
All right, here is the rock paper national champion, Sean Sears. Now, first Pro Series title. Sean, talk about your Pro Series climb here to the title.
Yeah, I started out today. I started with 392 for 3. Snuck in the last 2 with 603, so wasn't too confident going into the playoffs. And then playoffs just found that second notch. That's the first time I've trailed at the half in the whole playoffs. I went 395 for the first 3. 140 was my high for the day, and snuck by Daly, snuck by Jalbert by 5, snuck by Daly by a couple, snuck by Timmy with that 6 box, just snuck by him by making those last couple marks. I'm in shock. I'm not going to lie. I've never made it past a round of 16 in any singles tournament, so this is just it's a dream right now.
Well,
Legit.
by the way, the dream is over. It's ready to start now. You do a great job running the Richie Mayer tournament, so many of the tournaments in Canal Lanes.
Yeah, so we got the Richie Mayer, we got the Joni coming up in April. I got a couple more ideas coming next year. We got the Scotch doubles coming again next year. It's nice to see other tournaments, other houses having such turnouts here. So I'm still at a loss for words. I'm sorry, guys.
Greg.
Sean, I have a serious. I swear this is a serious question.
all
Was
good.
being on that national stage in an ironically covered rock paper scissors tournament, but there was all that pressure at your back, even in something that might have been rather silly. Does having all that pressure, did that help you perform when you got all this pressure and all those eyeballs looking back there? I mean, I'm not sure how intense or was it just a joke the whole time?
No,
Maybe
I know.
ridiculous.
I like to say it did, but at the same token, with that, there was a lot of luck involved. There's some reading people and all that stuff. So the skill there is more of reading people. This is like, I can't control the other person. You know, rock, paper, scissors, you can control it a little bit with a little bit of mind games and knowing what they're going to do. This was, you know, having to go through Daly and Douglas in the final four. Not Waters, Harris. Having to go through Harris, Daly, and Douglas. My mindset was just, I don't know.
Yeah, bud. Hell yeah, bud.
Thanks, buddy.
Love it.
Danny Harris.
Yeah.
A three-letter word for one of your first.
on this.
A three-letter word for one of your first Pro Series title.
Wow.
No, he fucking deserves
Just wow.
it. 100%.
Legit wow.
100% he deserves that.
100% he deserves that.
How about some rock papers? How about some?
I had to go through you. I had to go through Douglas, and I had to go through.
You had to go through the hurricane.
No, hell yeah.
How about a rock paper scissors demonstration before we go?
Sean. Right here, bud.
All right.
Oh wait, that was two. I got to go
Good
with
job,
one
good
because
job.
that's what I was.
Congratulations,
today,
Sean Sears.
Thank you.
$800 richer and a title.
Wow.
Greg Gouillart to wrap it up.
Thanks so much. We'll take the headset back. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Well, that is it. So congratulations, Caitlin Zolko, a thrilling showdown against Alana Brown to take down the ladies' title, and then for the gentlemen, Sean Sears over Tim Douglas, among many others, as he mentioned there. And I tell you something, 132, not good enough. And on Tim Douglas, spare a thought. We're so spoiled by how strong he bowls time after time, but this time we've got ourselves a new champion.
Yeah, we do.
So thank you very much for watching this presentation of the Candlepin Pro Series here on Candlepin Bowling Network. See you April 5th for the playoffs with regards to this. And, of course, please subscribe and hit the bell icon on YouTube so that you're in the know about all our great Candlepin content.
Now I'll be competing with your Maine for the Maine State April 5th and 6th.
That's gonna be good, too, and that'll all be live on Candlepin Bowling Network. So, on behalf of Kevin Burns, on behalf of Paul Grant, I'm Greg Gouillart. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, so long.